The story of the Toyota Land Cruiser begins in 1951 with the BJ and FJ series, marking the genesis of this legendary off-roader. The BJ, standing for B-engine Jeep, was a prototype built specifically to meet a U.S. military request during the Korean War, and it was heavily inspired by the Willys Jeep design. Though the U.S. ultimately chose another option, the BJ laid the groundwork for the legendary civilian Land Cruiser. Early FJs were utilitarian machines with their open bodies, canvas tops, and a focus on functionality. Under the hood, the initial FJ series rumbled a 3.4-liter inline-six engine, codenamed the Type B. This power plant churned out a respectable 84 horsepower and 159 pound-feet of torque. These early models laid the groundwork for the legendary off-road ability that would become synonymous with the Land Cruiser name for decades to come. A significant leap forward came in 1955 with the J20 series. This series marked a turning point, introducing a more comfortable and powerful iteration compared to the utilitarian FJ models. The iconic Type F engine, a 3.9-liter inline-six, became the heart of the J20, offering a significant boost in power and performance. This upgrade translated to a significant bump in power, with estimates suggesting around 133 horsepower. A 3-speed manual transmission was the only gearbox option. The J20 retained the part-time 4-wheel drive system from the FJ series, perfect for venturing off the beaten path. This reliable power plant laid the foundation for the Land Cruiser's reputation as a force to be reckoned with on any terrain. The J20 series holds the distinction of being the first Land Cruiser to achieve widespread export success. By successfully reaching new markets, it solidified Toyota's position as a major player on the world stage and paved the way for future Land Cruiser generations to become international icons. The 1960s introduced the legendary J40 Land Cruiser, arguably the most iconic model ever made. It inherited the strengths of its predecessors, a simple, tough design, a powerful engine, and an unmatched off-road ability. Early models came with a gasoline engine similar to the J20. Later models embraced diesels for better fuel efficiency, catering to those seeking longer range. A significant upgrade came in 1975 with a 4-speed manual transmission, replacing the older 3-speed for a smoother ride. The J40 transcended borders to become a global phenomenon. Its production spanned an incredible 40 years, a testament to its enduring popularity and timeless design. Production wasn't uniform globally, with some markets ending it earlier, but others continuing well into the early 2000s, showcasing the unwavering demand for this legendary machine. This, combined with legendary reliability, made it a favorite for explorers, adventurers, and even militaries worldwide. In 1967, the Land Cruiser story took a new turn with the J50 series, also known as the FJ55. This series marked a distinct shift in design philosophy, introducing a more comfortable and a family-friendly SUV experience compared to the utilitarian J40. A significant change came in the form of the body style. The J50 offered a station wagon configuration. This move reflected a growing market for SUVs that could handle off-road adventures while also providing a more comfortable ride for passengers on longer journeys. It didn't abandon the Land Cruiser's core strength, its off-road capability. It retained a proven 4-wheel drive system and a robust chassis, ensuring it could still conquer challenging terrain. This commitment to off-road prowess, coupled with the enhanced comfort features, made the J50 a compelling choice for a wider audience seeking a vehicle that could handle both on-road and off-road adventures. The J50's larger size also meant a slightly heavier curb weight, estimated to be around 4,000 pounds. Engine options varied throughout its production run. Early models borrowed the familiar 3.9-liter inline-6 gasoline engine from the J40 series. As technology progressed, later models embraced larger engines for improved power. Options like the 4.2-liter 2F engine provided more muscle, making the J50 more capable on both paved roads and uncharted territories. A 3-speed manual transmission was the standard gearbox, with a 4-speed manual available later in production. While not achieving the same level of fame as the J40, the J50 series played a significant role in expanding the Land Cruiser's appeal by catering to a new segment of SUV buyers. Its production ended in the late 1980s, and it stands as a pivotal chapter in the Land Cruiser history. It marked a turning point, demonstrating Toyota's strategic shift towards a more comfortable and a versatile SUV, all while staying true to the Land Cruiser's core identity.
At last, the legend goes turbo. The Land Cruiser Turbo Power. Direct injection makes it the most powerful vehicle in its class. The power, the performance, and the handling that puts you in control.
Direct injection turbo? What a charge!
Turbo Power.
The year 1980 saw a significant evolution for the Land Cruiser with the arrival of the J60 series. It introduced a more user-friendly driving experience. Passengers were treated to upgrades like air conditioning, a rear heater, and a significantly improved interior with more comfortable seating. The ride quality itself benefited from a sturdier frame and suspension enhancements. For its time, the J60 series introduced features such as high-capacity fuel tanks, front disc brakes, and more luxurious interiors, which were not commonly found in vehicles of its class. It maintained its popularity in markets like Australia, the Middle East, and Africa due to its reliability and the ability to handle harsh terrains and climates. Engine options were a first for the lineup, with both gasoline and diesel choices available. Popular gasoline options included the familiar 4.2-liter 2F engine, likely carried over from the J50 series, and offering around 130 horsepower. A later addition, the 4-liter 3F engine, prioritized improved performance. Diesel options focused on torque, with choices like the 3.4-liter inline-4 3B engine and a 4-liter inline-6 2H engine. While horsepower figures might seem ordinary by modern standards, the J60's engines provided ample power and torque. Its reputation for durability and reliability is further solidified by its adoption by various military forces across the globe. In the late 1980s, the Nissan Patrol Y60 emerged as a direct challenger to the J60 series, distinguishing itself with a luxurious interior and robust engine options. Around the same time frame, the Mitsubishi made a name for itself, not only for its family-friendly design, but also for its remarkable success in the Dakar Rally, one of the most challenging off-road races worldwide. Despite the stiff competition, the J60 series is considered a significant chapter in the Land Cruiser history, as it also marked the beginning of the brand's global expansion. The J80 series, introduced in 1990, marked a striking evolution for the Land Cruiser. It offered a more luxurious and comfortable interior, pampering passengers with improved seating, upgraded sound systems, and even standard air conditioning in most models. But unlike some comfort-oriented SUVs of its time, the J80 didn't abandon its off-road heritage. A powerful engine, a robust chassis, and a full-time four-wheel drive system ensured it could still conquer challenging terrain. Engine options packed a punch, with the popular 4.2-liter inline-6 engine generating around 210 horsepower at 4,800 RPM. Another popular choice, the 4.5-liter V6 engine, provided ample muscle for various driving conditions. A 4-speed automatic transmission was the standard gearbox, with some markets having a 5-speed manual option. The J80 series moved beyond the part-time 4-wheel drive system of previous Land Cruisers, adopting a full-time system with a viscous coupling center differential. Safety features like the anti-lock braking system and airbags became part of the package. The 1990s saw a growing market for luxurious off-road SUVs, and the J80 competed with other established players. The Jeep Grand Cherokee vied for the same luxury off-road market segment, boasting a plush interior, a powerful V8 engine, and a sophisticated full-time 4-wheel drive system. For those seeking a more affordable option, the 1986 Nissan Pathfinder offered a good balance of off-road capability, a comfortable ride, and a spacious interior, making it a popular choice for families. Finally, the Land Rover Discovery, introduced the same year as the J80, competed directly in the luxury off-road space with its permanent 4-wheel drive system and a spacious interior. Despite the competition, it enjoyed a successful run. Its production ended in some markets during the late 1990s, but certain regions continued production well into the early 2000s. The J80 stands as a pivotal chapter in the Land Cruiser history. It marked a shift towards a more luxurious and a comfortable SUV experience, all while staying true to the Land Cruiser's core identity of conquering any terrain.